So I've used the Galaxy Note 10 Plus for a little over 6 months now, and here's what I think of it. Now, right off the bat, I'm gonna keep it very simple. This is still my favorite device to use on an everyday basis. Now, don't get me wrong, it's definitely not a perfect phone. I have my share of gripes with it, which I'm gonna get into very shortly, but this is still a fantastic phone. Oh, by the way, please do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It's a huge boost to the channel, and I truly appreciate your support of the channel here. So obviously it's not a perfect phone, but still, it is a phone that has come as close as possible to perfect for my personal typical type of usage. Again, I specify that that's just to me. Now, I've been a fan of the Galaxy Note line for a while because it typically offers so many features that many phones do not in one single device. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus is, in other words, a productivity machine. I've mentioned this quite a few times, and it has played that role exceptionally well for me over the past 6 to about 7 months that I've owned it so far. During this time, I have to say that even though I have gone back and forth with different phones like the iPhone 11 or the 11 Pro Max or even the Galaxy S20, I still have come back to this phone and ended up keeping it as my main phone, keeping my main SIM card in it, and just using my iPhone 11 Pro Max strictly for like family and friends, since that's what they all have. Again, the main reason of me going back to this phone is the fact that my usage type is high productivity oriented, and this phone has shown to be the one to handle it with not even a glimpse of stutter. It works perfectly. And I'm not saying that other phones cannot handle it, but I find the Galaxy Note 10 Plus to just have a very efficient way of making me more productive in just a single setting compared to other phones. Let's just take another quick look at the design. It's a beautiful phone, no question about that. I know this is very subjective and all of that good stuff, but Samsung truly won me over with the design of this particular phone. Meaning from the aura glow color to the build quality to this combo of metal and glass with very good weight distribution gives it such a premium feel. The display is gigantic and it's just so beautiful at 6.8-inch 1440p AMOLED panel with top and bottom edges that are fairly close to non-existent at this point. Button and port alignment is just perfect for me, except button placement, button location is just so terrible because I'm not a lefty, so I always have to reach it with my middle finger. It's just bad. I'm glad with the newest one that actually moved back to the right. I figured, for people who are lefty, this is definitely good, but for me, I suffer with this thing. I always have to reach. I guess I'm used to it by now, but it still gets on my nerves every time I play with it. One of the biggest innovation of the Galaxy Note series last year was, of course, the camera, the well-familiar camera module, which packed 3 cameras on the back there, the ultra-wide, a 2x telephoto camera, and a regular 12 megapixel camera. Stabilization is very good on this Note, and you are actually able to take very, very good live focus when recording videos. My only problem here is that you still get a good level of post-processing of your pictures, and that very weird beauty mode over smoothing is still present. And of course, oversaturation makes color accuracy a little questionable at times. It's running Snapdragon 865, and this particular unit is rocking 12 gigabytes of RAM along with 256 gigabytes of storage. One UI is running on here, and as you would imagine, it's buttery smooth. It's just incredibly snappy. Multitasking is just a breeze here. It was literally made for multitasking, so it handles it so very well. It handles everything you throw at it so very well because it's packed with specs. It does have a fairly large battery at 43 milliamp power, and here we are 6 months later and I still get great screen on time. At the end of the day, with a good 15 to 20% battery left from a full day of power usage, and of course it is fast charge capable. Here's my take after using this phone over the past 6 to 7 months. The form factor makes it just a perfect phone for me in particular. Again, I keep saying that this is all relative, but for me this is the perfect phone because I have very large hands, and the phone has been just so perfect for everyday usage for me. This particular phone was not made to play around. It's not even made for just the average user. If you're a power usage and a high productivity user, this one is for you. If you're on the market for something similar, even if you're not a power user and you want this particular phone, I would actually say go for it. Right now, it's really cheap. If you want the intro to this phone, you could just get the regular Galaxy Note 10. Very cheap. I believe you could find it on eBay for like $400 or $450. So you could find that and, you know, get into the Note line. It's a very, very good phone, and I've been nothing but happy with it. You know, besides, of course, the little here and there, little gripe that I had here and there, I think it's the perfect phone. For me, again, I keep specifying for me. You can always check it out, you know, go to a store, see how you feel with it, or even order it and see how you feel with it within 30 days. If you don't like it, and return it back, but I doubt you will. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Of course, please don't forget to like, hit that subscribe button, of course. Hit the comment section. I'm going to catch you in the comment section, of course, and I'm also going to catch you in the next video. Peace.